And we're live. So I don't know, like,
Hey,
I don't know exactly what the stream's about because Captain give me the old, hey, are you doing this stream or what, you daft cunt? Because fucking,
well, specifically, I made a GIF of I did the
yeah,
Thor GIF.
yeah,
Another.
yeah. But he's basically saying, come on, you silly bastard. I ain't got fucking a channel, so I need you to get a fucking stream going.
Exactly. I need you to give me a voice because no other cunt will. Is that
Yeah.
quite right? I don't know what I'm
So,
going to say either, but I know I'm going to say something,
right.
something controversial and
Yeah,
rude.
I'm going to say that's why I put a captain's rant because I thought usually if the captain wants me to do a stream, he's got something he wants to say. So, but
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what's happening. So I'm just
me
here as
neither. That's the funny thing. I
yeah,
don't know what I'm going to rant about either, but I've got a bee in my bonnet. I've got a fire in my belly ends. I've got a shit ton of I don't know what to say. It's the whole. Well, you were saying that I'm name dropping anti-derivative Jill and Scotty Soy R37 in a desperate attempt to win their favors and get back on their channel, on her channel.
yeah.
I just want to pop that theory and nip it in the bud. There's no way I wouldn't go on the anti-disestablishmentarianism Jill channel if you pay. No, I would go if you paid me. That Jill, you're gonna have to pay me money to go on your shitty channel. So I just want to clarify and point out that when I'm giving free free publicity to Scotty and Jill, I'm slagging them off. But I'm also fully aware it is free publicity for them and probably gets them clicks. But ultimately, I'm not trying to be nice and I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being neutral. I'm being objective. I'm simply pointing out that Scotty and Jill, they got no flow. They've got no pizzazz. They keep arguing. I actually went back and listened to more of their show. I am going to stop for breath in a minute. And they were arguing about censorship and talking about Anne Frank and Scotty's doing his bad taste jokes.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
conflate.
talk about a girly ass fucking book.
What have you
Oh,
read Anne Frank's diary? Have you not enough
I
masculine
have, I
action?
have. All she does is just fucking hide in the loft. No action in that until right at the end.
See, they should do a masculine action version, shouldn't they? They should
Oh,
call
if
it
Disney had any, oh, if Disney had anything to do with it, she should be like the female Rambo.
a girl boss. That's well, maybe. See, Scotty might be onto something. I think you're onto something. That's exactly. Anne Frank needs to girl boss it. She's back and she's pissed off. That's what
Oh
we want
yeah,
to see. Exactly. I'm not hiding. I'm coming out with an AK-47's
yeah. It should be
actually
black
useless.
though. Disney would make a black, so it should be a black Jewish girl that like can kick ass.
Yeah, give her superpowers as well. I'm not going to comment on her
No,
sexual
no, no,
orientation,
no,
ethnicity, or gender identity. That's not
no.
for
We
me to
can't make
say.
it too unrealistic.
Oh right, okay, because that's bursting
Yeah,
out of the
we got
attic
our
with a couple
standards.
of machine guns.
Come on. We'll be fucking doing Red Sonja next.
Red Sonja and Anne Frank together as one. Now you're talking genre busting. But anyway, Scotty thought it was funny to conflate Anne Frank with Helen Keller. Jill
Who
did
that?
not agree. She thought it was unfunny, and they started arguing. And
Who
that made me
who did
realise
Scotty?
that the only thing.
Wait there, Captain.
Well,
Who did Scotty? Who did Scotty compare to Anne Frank to?
I believe it was Helen Keller, and it wasn't even original. It
Who's
was
that?
copying a joke from
Uh,
Kevin Smith, apparently. And it wasn't remotely funny, and Jill didn't think so either.
Yeah, I don't know who Ellen Keller is. So I can't really get it.
Neither does Scotty. I think she's that deaf, dumb, and blind kid that likes to play pinball. Maybe I'm getting confused. All I know is the joke landed flat as a pancake. Didn't
Yeah.
work. Did not impress his co-host. So I'm kind of wondering, yeah, and this is the same Jill tolerating Scotty's bad taste jokes, quote jokes in quotes because they're not funny at all, every week, and yet I'm banned from the chat for nothing after hosting Jill on my channel and introducing her to Scotty. I'm not letting it go. I think it's double standards and anti-freedom too.
Yeah, yeah. As I say, they had it in for you because you didn't fucking take their shit. As in, you would fucking
I don't toe the
be
line.
rocking you'll be rocking the boat now and again too much for them. And so
I rock
yeah,
the boat so much you could call me Rocky. Indeed.
yeah, and then once you got your channel fucking nuked, they're
Yep.
like just saw
I
you
had
as a
nothing to offer
fucking
them, did
no,
I? Nothing to
no,
give to Jill. No more free publicity, so I was useless to her. Exactly. I got dumped like yesterday's jam.
yeah.
That's why losing my channel was such a favour, because I
Mm.
realised that 90% of the people that pretended to like me were indeed pretending. They only wanted me for my channel. And now I'm
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Call
it's
them
like
out.
this. If my channel, right, overnight got monetized and started like getting millions of views and all that shit,
Yeah, which it will do eventually.
you know, fucking Scotty and Jill and fucking all the other fucking
All the
wannabes
other
would
cocksuckers,
be asking to
metaphorically.
fucking come on, won't they? Like,
Oh,
oh,
hi, Jens. Oh, you're my new
yeah,
best friend. Oh, let me
can
come
you,
on your show. You got lots of listeners.
can
Oh,
you send
don't
me the
forget to
link?
publish and subscribe. Don't forget to like me. I'm Jill. Oh, I'm an attention whore. Quite.
But as I
Well,
say,
exactly. So,
they see it as a business. They see it as like fucking, hey, look at this. This is our chance to get free publicity. So if we can get on their fucking channel that's got like loads of fucking views and subscribers and that, we can sell our products.
exactly. Quite so. They want to get their fizzog on the goggle box. And I don't blame them. I mean, that's the other thing is I've been doing this now for almost 5 years. You've been doing it even longer. As you mentioned, you met DVB online, what, 6 years ago, coming up for 7?
Yeah, yeah, about 5, 6 years because it was because when I first started watching fucking YouTube and that,
Yeah.
like before I started my channel, I probably was watching it for about a year or two before I started posting like fucking because you have your channel as soon as you fucking do a YouTube account sort of thing or whatever, it fucking uses your fucking thingy, and so like you have a channel, but I didn't know that, and it's not until you start posting, you know, fucking. So about a year or two, I was watching stuff and that, and it was mainly to do with the fucking state of fucking Disney and fucking superhero
Star
films.
Wars and all
And
that
yeah,
shite.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And so like there was John Talks, and I used to fucking watch John Talk and that, and he was one of them where, bit like you, where he'd fucking really appreciate the fucking chat and that, and so he'd fucking read out like fucking comments and that.
Yeah,
And so
reading
like
the chat, Jill. You should try it sometime.
yeah, so I used to like put comments in the chat and then like yeah, I got to know DVB and that, and they were like Tommy, because like Tommy, he was fucking modding.
Tommy Gunn.
No, Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, but he's fucking
Okay.
gone soid. He's been infiltrated by fucking. You need fucking stream.
They got to him, did they?
Come on, ever again.
See, this is the thing. It started out as a passion project, a
Mm.
hobby. We did it because we care about pop culture and we enjoy deconstructing movies. But since the others are turning a profit, I think your channel should get monetized, Jens. And indeed, I want to start
Oh,
getting paid too.
well, I don't take this as seriously because the thing
Because you don't get
is
upset.
I'm a
Very good.
lazy cunt. No, I'm a lazy cunt, and so I like this that I can stream and that talk to people all around the world because this is a good thing about fucking YouTube. As in, can you imagine the phone bill me and you would fucking have
Well,
if we
back
had
in
to
the late
pay?
80s,
Yeah,
we'd
if we had
get
to pay
bankrupted.
80s. Fuck. Oh, well, one of us would have to be a millionaire.
Exactly. Which isn't
Yeah,
enough these days, I can tell you.
yeah. Right,
We
well,
go through
anyway,
that,
hey, well, fucking.
especially when
Yeah,
you're
don't
paying
complain.
Dillards for a
You got that
mediocre
nice
fucking
beach.
art.
You got that nice beach to chill out on if your fucking stocks and shares go down.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Apparently, when you make $1 million, you're meant to invest it. I was like, oh, I thought you were supposed to piss it away. Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah.
See, that's it. I'm here to make my 3rd million. I'm back. So I want to start making a profit. I haven't figured out how, but I am basically aware that when it comes to, I mean, one person has given 3 super chats to Discount Doomcock today, and I lost count of them, mate. I think $50 in total or more.
Oh, so yeah, you posted like fucking. Oh, well, that
That was the
sounds to
first
me.
one.
Yeah, well, that sounds to me like the fucking just giving each other super chats. Like, oh yeah, I'll donate you fucking $25 this week, and then you donate me $25 next week, and then I'll donate you that week. It's how you just goes fucking. Oh, you never know. Some crazy bastard might have just fucking.
Well, is it? I'm waiting for someone. Oh, hello, Captain, in the chat.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone to go, oh, Captain, you're just jealous. Well, first of all, yeah, you don't understand English. I'm envious. Jealous is if you own something, you want to keep hold of it. So I don't get super chats. So yes, I'm envious of the money that Discount Doomcock is making on super chats for doing fuck all original. He's putting a lot of work into his channel, but a lot of it is copying and pasting. And furthermore, I'm still don't want to be sounding like fickle Bobby. I'm very happy that Tony, our Discount Doomcock, our mate that we created, came on here to talk to us. But every time he goes live, I'm reminded of the fact that the gesture is not reciprocated. Jens is not allowed on Tony's channel, and I'm not even allowed in the fucking chat. And yet Tony, Discount Doomcock, can drop in here whenever he likes. It's just sheer double standards. I'd just like to point that out. What happened to freedom of speech?
Well, as I say, Tony, he's one of them YouTubers, sees it as a business. He's probably had to pay money to get them super chats, you know?
Who knows? I don't know the
Oh,
inner machinations.
I do.
Okay. Well, it is suspicious.
Yeah.
There's about 3 people that are handing over the bulk of the money. It's the old 80-20 rule. I dare say fewer than 20% of Tony's viewers are giving him 80% of his super chat money.
Yeah, well, it could be because they feel like he deserves it, but I'm thinking not that much, you know, like $5 maybe, but $25 that seems too fishy. It's like when fucking
fishy.
Yeah, it's like when fucking someone gets like loads of Valentine cards and it turns out no.
Yeah, 300's too many, unless you're a stripper.
Yeah, 200 and fucking
98
was like fucking
from Doomcock.
Made up, yeah, from Doomcock.
Speaking of which, if Doomcock needed to give me one more reason to disrespect him, doing a special on The Usual Suspects is that reason. Doomcock, you know nothing of movies, and you know nothing of the visual language of cinema, celebrating the worst movie ever made, featuring a lie within a fiction. I love the trope of the unreliable narrator, but I will not abide the filming of an unreliable narration. And when we talk about the Hateful Eight and the Snowy Blowy, when Discount Doomcock tells us, well, if it's on screen, it happened. Really? Have you ever seen The Usual Suspects like the original Doomcock? Because according to that movie, if it is on screen, it didn't happen. Well done, Bryan Singer, you muppet. And well done, dopey original Doomcock, for celebrating that piece of shit. Because you know what other movie films flashbacks that didn't happen? The Last Jedi original Doomcock. Are you saying by implication that you enjoyed The Last Jedi, Doomcock? Because that's what it sounds like to me, with your celebration of The Usual Suspects, you fucking masked muppet. Center of the earth, my arse.
What? Oh shit, I forgot what. Oh yeah, Doomcock. Yeah, he fucking probably knows what his crowd likes and that.
Yeah,
and
bullshit by the sounds of things.
Yeah, well, he will
Lapping
fucking
up,
say he
they?
likes a film and that. Where I'm thinking, fucking hell, mate, you know, you've got more taste than that. But I'm thinking, maybe he doesn't want to fucking alienate his fucking viewers. Because if you start talking about films your viewers don't like because they're dumb cunts and they don't understand that fucking Hauser is fucking
everything's real apart from Quaid.
Yeah. Hauser,
they don't get it. I wonder what original Doomcock's take is actually on Total Recall. At least we know our friend Discount Doomcock gets it because he copied what you said.
Oh yeah, well, they all copy what we say.
I do want it. Well, we don't. Speaking of copying, I found a video because, of course, we've got a new argument coming up. And shout out DVB on the re-rub, unless he shows up presently, who asked in the comments of your last video, made not 24 hours ago, when are we going to do a big argument, a big fight about Fight Club? And it got me to thinking, DVB, this is a message to you. I already told you I'm not going to be the opposing counsel and the judge at the same time, and neither are you. I don't want to argue with you. I just want to be able to put forward a case. But there's a video on YouTube that's done it for me, so I can do my own essay. But I've just put it out on Twitter. So Jens and DVB, you can click on it. It's my latest tweet. It's a link to the video on YouTube that theorizes that indeed Marla is not real. So you don't need to argue with me. You can watch that video and argue with that.
No, a dumb cunt, then.
Well, I think it's a very clever video. I think they've unlocked the secret because everything. You've not even seen it, Jens. Oh, give it
I
a
don't need to
chance.
see it because I know she's not a fucking figment of imagination. I should have
Yeah, well, that's
told
what
him.
I thought until I saw that video. If you refuse to watch the evidence, that's on you, Jens.
Yeah, well, it's no evidence. It's probably some what I've seen them daft cunts who think fucking Total Recall's a fucking dream.
Yeah, but they haven't made a video. Not this
Yeah,
convincing.
they have. They have.
All right, then.
One of the silly cunts.
Fine.
Fucking,
Well, you've had the chance.
Yeah, he was like claiming that fucking at the end because like there's a bit of sun glare. There's a bit of sun glare at the end. It's like, oh, why is there evidence that it's a fucking
dream, schizoid embolism.
Yeah, schizoid embolism, and that's
wet dream.
No, he said that it's the evidence that it's a schizoid embolism, and that's the like bright light of him getting the machine turned off.
That's it. How do they know? I think when the machine gets turned off, it fades to black.
No, what that was fucking at the end of the film.
Yeah.
Because
did you see the after credits on Total Recall where Arnie comes on screen in the dressing gown, going, "What do you do? What are you doing here? Go home. The movie's over."
Yaggity yak. Go back.
Go back.
No, right at the end, there's a bit of sun glare that like fucking shines into the camera, and so then they can like
it's an homage to J.J. Abrams.
It fades to white. Oh well, it fades to bright white, goes to black, and end credits roll.
Yeah. Now, and that's their evidence that it's an implant from Recall. How do we know that all Recall dreams end in fading to white? I'm theorizing they fade to the entire rainbow, and then Pedro Pascal shows up with a glow stick. How about that?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking if fucking it was some schizoid embolism that was fucking happening, it'd be more like fucking Fear and Love in Las Vegas than it would fucking.
What, you wake up to a trashed hotel room?
No, you're walking around fucking seeing bats.
That's it. We're in bat country. There's your evidence. If Total Recall was indeed an implant, they'd be playing White Rabbit, wouldn't they, when it peaks? And they didn't. So that proves that it's real, apart from Quaid. Yeah. That's a good point.
Or fucking the Who. Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Who? Quaid.
Oh, Hauser.
Not a bad one, Jens. They couldn't get the licensing. They couldn't afford it.
Yeah. Well,
they should use that tune for the next series of Doctor Who. Doctor Who are you? Who?
Doctor Who's fucking watching? Who?
Nobody. Quite exactly. Indeed.
Oh, talking about fucking things being axed.
Yeah. Speaking of segues,
Star Trek. That's apparently getting all axed because fucking.
Is that a rumor?
Trump ain't gonna give it fucking who owns fucking Star Trek fucking.
Is it still being run by Alex Klutzman?
I think so. But they're saying fucking they gotta get rid of fucking all of the like side shit.
What are they gonna decanonize it?
No, they're just gonna stop it because it's like they won't get fucking.
That's Scotty upset. Wow. See, what I like about the new Star Trek is it's a bone of contention between Scotty and Jill, the only bone between Scotty and Jill, because as we all know, Jill hates the filth. She's a filth bigot. She doesn't like anything in the new Star Trek, even before seeing it, where Scotty loves that shit, especially Picard season 3, which is weird because in season 3, that's not Picard, that's a replicant, and that's canon.
I know, but at the end of season 3, it's
I
an
fucking told you.
all-female crew. So
Really?
That's why Scotty loves it.
I'd like
Girl
a ship with an all-female crew dressed as French maids. Now you're talking.
If only Spice
back
Girls
to
had a fucking jumped in at the end to finish it off with Spice Up Your Life.
Yeah, well, if that was Scotty, he'd be finishing himself off.
Oh, well, I think he has finished himself off a few times over a few Spice Girls albums.
Well, if he's not spent his load watching Temple of Doomcock with that beginning bit with the dancing girl number 17 being Kathleen Kennedy, oh, no wonder he doesn't know it's a prequel.
Yeah.
Let alone not canon, because it's a retcon.
Hey,
because of Dr. Jones's response to supernatural stimuli. Pay attention, Scotty.
We'll talk about Scotty.
As we like to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think Scotty, yeah, go on. What?
I had to edit the thumbnail a little bit.
Did you? I spent almost a whole minute on that Photoshop.
Yeah, well, you fucking thingied.
I thingied. I was afraid I was going to thingy.
You put Scotty's original fucking cartoon fucking avatar face thing, where, as I say, looks fuck all like him. I've tried to improve it.
Well, it's like a replicant. It's more Scotty than Scotty.
Yeah, I think he's got a bigger forehead. He's got more lips and lips. You know what I mean? He's got more. I've got to fucking work on them sparkling eyes, because them eyes are too dull for Scotty. You know Scotty, because Scotty's usually half pissed, isn't he? So
they need to be redder and more bloodshot. True story. I was going to put Jill's face on the other character, Matt Damon, but I didn't, because poor Jill suffered enough talking to Scotty.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't complain, because I'm basically giving them a free advert. Check out the Anti-Disestablishmentarianism Jill channel, talking a load of bollocks about Dogma with her not boyfriend Scotty R37 blowjobs. That's a nice shade of ruse. That is. I tell you what, that's very becoming for Scotty. Actually, he does look like an angel.
Yeah, as I say,
angel delight.
I'm slowly but surely making his avatar look more like him, because whoever drew it, in fact, I think it was AI. I think Scotty just like put a photo in and AI just fucking
make me look more masculine.
Yeah.
I came up with that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Not like
in a twisted way.
Yeah. But I think he's got like a shorter chin and all, so I'll have to work on that.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, in real life, metaphorically, he has no chin or backbone. Otherwise, he'd be here defending himself, but he won't. In fact, he's put out another tweet. He's already been in Twitter jail, so he can no longer afford to put, "Hey, Captain, why don't you kill yourself?" But he did put, "Hey, why don't you take a bite out of a red apple?" Which I think is a reference to Snow White, and evidently so. Yeah, I know what your tricks are, Scotty. We can all play that game from behind the safety of a block. I've unblocked you on Twitter, Scotty, so you can comment on my tweets, but you won't because you're scared, Scotty, which is why I'm still blocked on your Twitter, and you won't come here to talk to me, will you, Scott? Well, you won't get away with it. I'm going to keep doing this until you respond, or until one of us is dead, whichever comes first.
Yeah, I'm just imagining Scotty dressed up as an evil old witch to deliver you the apple.
That's it. That's the crone. That's Scotty in disguise. Here, have this apple. Snow White. It's very special. Well, that was his last tweet. Unless he's done another one since then. Take a bite of this red apple. Well, the one since then is Dogma, which brings us to here now. He's not very professional.
No, there's only so much Scotty I can fucking man. I'm like,
Soy Scotty R37.
Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Every time I have to talk about Scotty, it'll always be about She-Hulk or fucking Spice Girls, which fucking makes me fucking sound a bit soid. Even though, non-masculine, no. Well, obviously I'm masculine because I'm slagging it off. But even having the knowledge of it. You know, if I was, because if I didn't hang around with Scotty and that, I wouldn't even be talking about She-Hulk or Spice Girls because that would be like shit I want to forget about. But
you're right, because ever since I posted that Blade Runner plus Spice Girls equals Scotty spunking his load, I can't get that song out of my head. La 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 la. Awesome. When I'm drinking a bunch of soy drink. Awesome. Spice up your life, soy up your life.
Yeah, that's it. It's one of them. That's why I don't hang around with side cunts because fucking it'll rub off on you.
Yeah, speaking of rubbing off, careful what you wish
like,
for.
I'm so masculine, and you're quite masculine and all.
Quite masculine, thank you.
Oh,
That's in the original meaning of the word quite.
Oh, well, we've been in fights, haven't we? We've been in fights where we've had our ass kicks and that shit, but...
I've never told you that, but maybe.
Oh, well...
Maybe you got a lucky guess this time.
Well, if
I try and avoid physical altercations because it's not really civilized, but sometimes you do have to step up to the plate in certain situations. That's all I say for legal reasons.
Well, if you want to have your ass kicks living in fucking England, you must have gone to private school.
Well, actually, they're quite rough and tumble in New Zealand. That's where I've had more of the physical opportunities, let's say.
Right. Well, yeah. They don't fuck around in New Zealand, do they? Like,
no.
Maori.
Exactly.
And that.
Quite.
Yeah, they want to fucking give you a fucking war dance before the fucking stomp all over you.
Well, I don't know. It's the European Kiwis that are the problem. They don't like their country being called a third world shithole, apparently.
Well,
it's a lovely place, but it is a third world shithole. What? There's no
we're
internet,
fucking masculine. No, well, we say we're masculine, so we fucking can like fucking afford to fucking listen to Scotty being soid as fuck.
Well, the thing is, the older I get, the more mature I get, but also the less I give a shit. So, ironically enough, I'm more likely to get into a fight now than I was when I was 18. No, I had a good 20 years of going down the pub and not getting into any trouble at all. Considering there's 5 or 6 of us getting pissed up every night, 6 nights a week for 20 years. Not a single fight in all that time. We were very charming, lovely people. We were looking for sex, not violence. But now I'm older. Oh yeah, all this bullshit on the internet. I'm looking for fucking trouble when I go out because there's all these soy nerd bitches trying to keyboard warrior and shout at me on your show. By the time I get outside in the real world, I'm looking for a scrap. You tell me you know more about Total Recall than I do. Come on, officer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, tell me it's a fucking dream. God dare you.
Tell me again, motherfucker. Exactly. Now, that's the problem with getting older. You get less fearless, more fearless, less fearful. Don't give a fuck. I'm going to die anyway. What the hell?
Yeah.
That's why slagging people off on the internet, it's sport to me. So you don't worry me, Scotty. You can recommend that I end my own life as many times as you like. Twitter doesn't like it, but I don't give a fuck. You're a choir boy compared to me, Scotty. You're a fucking choir boy. I was also thinking about Sci-Fi Nation, who nukes my channel, and I reminded myself one of the reasons why I don't have to worry about petty revenge is he already got his head kicked in and got put in the hospital. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So every time I catch myself thinking, oh, that Sci-Fi Nation, he nuked my channel, I just remind myself of that picture that you sent me in the DMs when I thought he was my friend. After that fucking pasting he got. In hindsight, I think whoever gave him a pasting needs a fucking medal. They obviously started talking about Blade Runner. And Total Recall. Sci-Fi Nation, you must have got it wrong about Deckard and Quaid. No wonder you got a pasting.
Well, he probably didn't know how many continents there was from Risk.
That's probably what it was. Australia might be a country, continent in real life, but not in Risk. It's 4 different territories. Sci-Fi Nation, get your facts right. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, yeah, do you remember fucking Tony saying he wanted to get in on the Risk?
Yes, I do. I'm getting the board out. I'm dusting it off. I hereby formally challenge you, Discount Doomcock, and DVB, and for that matter, I would say Soy Nation, but he's too thick. And yeah, but yeah, I challenge the three of you to a game of Risk. It's been well over a year, if not two, and I think we need a new championship. Indeed, a new champion. Me, champion. The
Well,
Wonder Horse.
I might
That's a pop
I
culture
might have to
reference.
fucking enter if Tony's there just so I can whoop Tony's ass.
And then play Risk afterwards. Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, come on, phony. Discount Doomcock for the win. Yeah, the four of us. I reckon DVB would play. Obviously, you're down for it. I'm up for it. Up and down. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yeah, but whose channel would it be on? Whose channel would it be on?
Well, obviously not mine. It's been you, so yours. Unless DVB wants to suddenly do it. No, let's do it on your channel.
Well, it'd have to be on mine or fucking
6 and a 4
discounts.
I reckon do it here. Well, that's between you and Discount, isn't it? But I'm up for it. I'm pumped. No, if Phony wants to play Risk, I'm up for it. His only complaint is people going for the Australian continent, but everyone's allowed to do that. So yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Off-world. I've actually got Risk 2049 or whatever it's called. Back when I was getting on with LDG Free the Net of the Captain, he said he's got a copy, so I bought it, but I never played it. So once we do Risk, we should do the Risk of the Future. See what that's like. It's got robots. Yeah. Yeah, Risk. That's it. I'm putting it in the chat as a reminder. Yeah, you, me, DVB, and Discount Doomcock. There you go. Risk game incoming in the chat. Brilliant. I would offer it up to our previous Risk opponents, Cam and Canadian Wanker Man. But the thing is, they're such disorganized pissheads, they can't even show up for a game on time, as they've already demonstrated on previous attempts.
Yeah.
Too pissed up, aren't they?
Well, that's what fucks them up last time. It's a long game. They was expecting it to be over in about fucking an hour or two.
It's going to be at least 12 hours.
I know. The first hour or two, you're only just fucking settling to get your fucking territories.
Right, and explaining the rules to Spidey. This goes here, and Soy Nation never really understood it. Hi. Yeah, game of Risk. Brilliant, Jens. Risk is back on the menu, boys.
I've still got my fucking Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Dice, 6 and a 4.
Yeah.
Live and Let Risk. We have to remember that we discovered that even with traditional, original, classic Risk, there's 3 different versions of the board. So we have to make sure we play on one board and we all understand which countries are connected to what. It's an obscure fact about Risk we discovered, isn't it? The boards are inconsistent.
Yeah, because one of them, fucking, you can go from Africa, to Brazil, sort of thing. Well,
or something like that, or Europe.
Africa to North, to South America, or was it fucking?
I think it was to Europe, but basically there were some inconsistencies.
It was some. Yeah, from Africa there was a trail that led into Africa where on some of them they didn't have it.
Exactly. So we have to all be playing on the same board, basically. Otherwise, it's not fair. That, and we might have to introduce electronic dice because obviously Scotty can't be trusted. Now he's proven himself to be a cheating little toe rag. 6 and a 4. You can cheat your way through life, Scotty, but you can't cheat at Risk. Not when Jens is on the case. He'll fucking have you.
Well, anyone with a fucking pair of eyes could have seen it.
He's not a very convincing liar, is he? Ahoy.
No.
Maybe he's going to want to play, but I doubt it because that requires balls.
Well, he doesn't know how to play it, does he? That's why he tried cheating. But it doesn't matter how fucking... Yeah, no matter how much you're cheating on the dice, if you're not fucking able to do it on the board.
If you can't capture a territory, what use are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting all pumped now. This is going to be awesome. Risk Risk. It's just like watching
I
Brazil.
don't think it's going
You're
to happen.
shit, and you know you are. What?
Well, I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you've got a nice positive attitude. Well, I say it is going to happen because, like everything else, I'm going to be stubborn mode about it. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to, but I'm going to get the board right now. No, I'm not. But I'm going to set the board up between this show and the next one. I'm going to have the risk board set up. So I'm ready to go at a moment's notice. Oh, I'm pumped.
Well, I guess it'd have to be getting fucking discount and
DVB.
yes, Citizen 333 and but...
Yeah. And they both need to organise what their actual names are because Citizen DVB 333 and Tony Discount Stark of Plastic Doomcock, I really don't know what to call them anymore. It's getting very confusing.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Risk is on, folks. Are you catching that, live listeners? The two listeners? Risk. Yeah.
I'll kick ass again.
Of course. Well, as long as you do, fair and square, but it has been way too long. You're basically
I did it
cruising
last
on
time, fair and
victories.
square.
What?
I did it last time, fair and square.
It was so long ago, I don't remember. No, I'm glad you're agreeing to a new game. So we just have to get the other two, at least two more people. I think 4 to 5 is optimum. So, yeah, minimum 4, maximum 5, maybe 6. And we're good to go. Brilliant. Yes. Risk.
I think the maximum players in it 4.
I think it's actually 6, unless that's also a variance in the rules. My version allows for 6. Yeah, there's 6 different coloured armies, so it's definitely 6 on my version.
Oh, right. Oh, okay, so yeah.
But that's a bit too much. In fact, one of the things I've realised I don't like about Risk is that the fact that you wipe out people, because when you're playing it at home, then they got nothing to do. In fact, we made our own homebrew version of the rules. Literally, the first person knocked out had to make everyone else a cup of tea. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, if Scotty's playing, the first person knocked out, unless it is Scotty, can keep an eye on Scotty to make sure he's not cheating again. 6 and a 4.
Yeah. Oh, it would be Scotty.
He's probably going to get knocked out first. I can see it already.
Yeah, he don't know how to play the game.
Not really, not without cheating. And even then, he got caught.
No, as I say, even with cheating, because
He still lost.
He can't cheat on the board. He can only cheat with the dice.
Exactly.
And
quite right.
So even though he's cheating with the dice,
yeah,
he's fucking.
There's only so many times you can get 6 and a 4, folks.
Yeah, well, his tactics on the board is so shit. Don't matter fucking how much cheating he does with them dice. If, as you say, if you ain't fucking getting territories or fucking continents.
What use are you?
Yeah.
Basic hint to all the newbies out there: you got to capture at least one territory, otherwise you're not going to get any cards. If you don't get cards, you don't get armies. If you don't get armies, you can't invade territories. If you don't invade territories, you can't get cards. If you don't get cards, you don't get armies, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, I'm getting background pumped. Risk. Because we were actually going to graduate to other games. In fact, we didn't even fall out. Before we nuked my channel, Sci-Fi Nation actually purchased a new board game called Friedrich.
Oh, yeah.
But we need 4 of us to play. So it actually requires 4 people, where with Risk you can actually play with 2, even though it's a bit boring. But Friedrich requires 4 players. But only 2 of us have got a board, and one of them is Sci-Fi Nation. So that's not going to happen. But I've got Friedrich right here. But yeah, Risk, at least I know the rules. I think I had my first game of Risk in the 1970s. How about that?
Yeah.
Most of you weren't even born then. So there you go. I've been playing Risk since before most of you fuckers, the majority of you lot out there, have been born.
Yeah, and you stole shit.
Yeah, I set myself up for that one, didn't I? I'm going to at least come second. That's my.
Yeah.
I'm obviously aiming to win, but if I don't get second place, then yeah, I'm going to throw my board away.
Oh, you probably guarantee second place. I think me and you are the only ones that have really fucking played the
Taking
game
rational
fully.
thought.
Yeah, well, most of them they haven't played the game fully, and it's a fucking long hog.
Or even a long slog. I tell you what,
Oh yeah,
if we have
slog.
got
Yeah.
Tony on board, then I do want to get Scotty because, like with the chess, Tony v Scotty, the mind games are awesome. Remember last time Tony and Scotty played something, it was chess. Tony beat Scotty, but he also told Scotty he was going easy on him because he's thick as shit, and Scotty threw his toys around the pram, flipped the board, which is quite a feat because it's digital, and fucked off. He threw a moody, didn't you, Scott?
Yeah. Well,
Where Tony's getting much better at controlling his emotions as long as he's not pissed out of his head. But as we mentioned yesterday, the problem with that is the more sober he gets, the more boring he gets. We're looking for that sweet spot between sober, boring Tony and drunk, interesting, out of control Tony. We want him slightly pissed, mildly upset, but full of vim, vigor, and wit. Can you do that, Tony? Like half a bottle of rum or something.
yeah, well, I'll tell you something. I won't be fucking holding out for the games that got completed, but I would be holding out for a nice fucking tip between Tony and fucking
Scotty.
Scotty. Yeah.
Yeah. And he can bring, tell you what, Scotty, you can bring Jill as a cheerleader. I think that's fair. Scott, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. 6 and a
You're
4.
probably best off getting Jill to play for him and all.
Well, yeah, to think for him, to advise him, that would be, yeah, fair enough. Sure. Have a whole panel of advisors, Scotty, if you like. Get Tiger
Yeah.
Stripes on your side. Get all them bitches. Spice up your stripes. Oh, get Tiger Stripes playing. She'd kick your ass. She's hardcore. She takes no prisoners.
Well,
She's angry before the fucking thing will start, isn't it?
Well, if there's any women playing, I reckon we should play Strip Risk.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Mind you, Scotty topless. Do you want to risk that again? Huh?
Oh,
I've
no,
seen pieces of paper with more colour than him.
Yeah, no, we'd have 4 players, so we'd have to have like 2 women, 2 dudes.
Strip risk. Well, every time you get invaded, you have to take your bra off. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's only fair for the fucking audience, isn't it?
I'm not taking my bra off for anyone.
Hopefully.
This is awesome, Yins.
You defend Australia well, you won't need some.
Quite right. There's only one way in and one way out. That's why it's my favourite continent. I warn you all in advance. That's my chief tactic. I will get Australia, meaning the entire continent. You can try and stop me, but that's what Jay Soy Nation said. Look what happened to him. Yeah, I might even get my not even monthly pack of cigarettes for a game of Risk to go hardcore. Coffee, cigarettes, and 6 and a 4. Let's go.
So much excitement for one day.
I know, right? I like excitement. That's what I get out of bed for. I need something to get out of bed for, especially with the excellent dreams I've been having. I'll tell you what, careful what you wish for. You know, I dreamt about Scotty the other night, and I asked my subconscious for something better, like a bird. Careful what you wish for. That's exactly what I got last night. I was copping off with a bird. I woke up. I was most disappointed to find it was only a dream.
What, as in a woman, not Big Bear, or?
Yeah, a genuine female.
Oh, right, yeah.
We were doing light petting. It wasn't, full on, just bra play. It was awesome. Very distinct memory. Brunette, black bra, at a party. Brilliant.
Oh, sleazy demure.
She was demure and sleazy. Yeah, she wouldn't let me get to third base because we only just met. It was brilliant. Maybe it was a prophecy. I hope so.
Yeah.
She's real because I dreamt her.
Yeah. It could be your fucking Hauser fucking memories.
It might be. Well, if I cop off in real life, I'll let you know. But I'm too busy planning for Risk. Mind you,
Yeah.
if I win a risk game, girls like that kind of thing, don't they? Because it's like
Oh
abstract
yeah.
fighting. You're
Oh
not
yeah.
dim enough to get into a real fight, but you're proving that you're capable of tactical thinking, or in Scotty's case, cheating. 6 and a 4.
Yeah, fucking winning the game of Risk really turns on them women who like world domination.
Well, yeah, exactly. If they like world domination, they're probably into other kinds of domination too. Come on.
Yeah. Fucking straddle their fucking boundaries.
No comment. Too many jokes. Now, this will be a day long remembered, Jens. Quite appropriate since it's just gone D-Day. 6 and a
Nice.
4.
Yeah, 6-0.
Right, as far as I'm concerned, this is an official announcement. Risk is on. As soon as we get 4 of us committing to 12 hours, then that's all we need. 4 people, 12 hours, 2 dice each. No, 5. 3 attack, 2 defense. Pay attention,
No,
and a board.
no,
No,
no. You only need 3 dice, don't you? You just use fucking 2.
true. Yeah, good point.
Oh,
5 in total, but you're only going to use 3 at a time because that is the maximum
no,
attack dice. He's
that's
not wrong, folks.
that's 5 in total. If you've got the color scheme in it, if you've got like you're colored for like your attack dice and your colors for your like fucking defensive dice.
Yeah, 3 red dice, 2 blue dice. Generally, I think is what happens in the set. But yeah,
Yeah,
good
but
point. Five in total, but 3 per player maximum.
yeah, but when you got like 3 red and 2 blue, then one player has the blue, whilst one player has the red. But if you just fucking like I did, have 3 grey ones, you just use 3 grey ones when you're fucking attacking, and then
2
2.
grey ones when you're defending.
Yeah,
Unless, of course, you're forced by the rules to use 1 because you don't have enough armies for 2
yeah,
or
yeah.
3.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And then if it's going to be on your channel, is it going to be? Are you going to have your board? Because that's
I ain't got a board.
Oh, then because we might have to do. Okay, someone's going to have to volunteer to film the board. It was me last time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, ideally, actually, it would be someone not playing the game in order to concentrate properly on moving the armies around. I will figure out the details. Where there's a will, there is a way. I'm confident it's going to happen, Jens. Abstract
Yeah.
warfare coming onto the Ends channel. 6 and a 4.
Well, could do it on computer. Online. But we'd have to get like a risk game online and all fucking get ourselves an account.
Yeah, I did that with chess at Tony's behest because wasn't that long ago. We were getting on enough that I was playing chess against him, and I chose to take his recommendation to sign up for this online chess game, and the fuckers won't stop emailing me.
Oh yeah.
So no, I'd rather play with a traditional analog board, but that's it's a minor detail. It's not a deal breaker. As long as we've got 4 people, 12 hours, a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, but if you go out first, are you? Yeah. But if you go out first, are you
Yeah,
prepared to fucking?
which I fucking won't. Don't you
Oh
even joke
no,
about
yeah.
that,
So that could,
Jens.
yeah, that might not be the best fucking move.
I ain't going out like that. I ain't going
Yeah,
out.
I can see it. You going out and then you're like, all right, well, that's me done
That's
then.
me.
I'll see you later. And then you just fucking figure, and he's like, oh wait, well, how can we play because the board's gone?
Yeah, I'll fuck off down the pub and drown my sorrows. Yeah,
Yeah.
going out first, that'd be embarrassing. That's Scotty's job.
You probably fucking just throw the board over.
Possibly.
Claim there was a fucking draft that a gust of wind. That fucking game.
One
Oh,
thing I
sorry.
can't stand in Risk is when I get beaten by people that don't follow the rules. They just do random shit and they just start attacking me. In fact, like Soy Nation.
Yeah.
That's why your bar for entry is understanding the rules, which is why Scotty's borderline, like an early Madonna record.
Yeah. I think Scotty knows the rules. He just doesn't know how to fucking play.
How to apply them. Just
Yeah,
like life.
we honestly, it's one of them things with Risk where you've got to know, like with fucking poker, when to hold them and when to fold them.
Yep. Well, sometimes you got to gamble. That's why it's called
Yeah.
risk. In fact, I think that's how I lost that last game because I was trying to wipe out Spidey, and I went up North America. I think I was basically one die roll short of winning the game, but that's why it's called risk, folks.
Yeah. And then I fucking was next, so I just fucking took him out,
Yep.
which then gave me his card, which would have been sort of like me and you, sort
Yep.
of like 50-50 on the board. So it'd have been
Yep.
another like 2 or 3 hours fucking of me and you just fucking battling it out.
I mean, it's a done deal, isn't it, Jens? A fait accompli. You know it's going to end up with you and me.
Yeah,
Well, with all
probably.
respect, no, actually, to respect to DVB, I've not played against him, so he could be. He's a
Well,
literal veteran of Fight Club, so he could be quite good.
well, I'm saying he's not going to be all that good because he doesn't really know how to play the game.
Well, we don't know that. I'm not going to slag off
I do.
DVB. One thing you
No, he
learn
never
in
had a game,
warfare,
though, has
never
he? He
under.
never had a game. But he admits it. He knows, like, he's not all that fucking sort of like clued up on risk.
He's going to do better than Sci-Fi Nation's Spidey and Cam
Oh,
Cam.
yeah. Well, he probably knows how to play the game better than them. But
He
with
knows better than getting
DVD,
pissed up before the first fucking die roll.
yeah,
Unlike Cam Cam, all
yeah,
due
but with
respect, my brother.
DVD,
Yeah,
but DVD's got the intelligence to know
yeah.
that he's not that good. So he knows he's going to get his ass whooped. So he ain't going to fucking want to play a game that he knows he's going to get his ass whooped. Where with with them daft cunts, they thought they could win the game.
Yep. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, the old Dunning-Kruger effect. The dumber you are, the smarter you think you are. But the smarter you are, the more you realise you can't be that smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the arrogance of the morons. No offense, Spidey.
Oh, well, I know fucking Sci-Fi Nation was fucking well out of his league when he didn't know how many continents there was on risk,
Or the difference between the
even though
territories
he
and
knew how many
continents,
continents there
exactly.
was in real life, but that's real life. That's not fucking risk.
Exactly. New Zealand exists in real life. It's not there on the risk board, is it, you fucking chumps?
Yeah, ending up in South Pole out there, 'cause that's why fucking there's only 6 continents.
Good point. That's where the next war is going to be fought. The Arctic and Antarctica. I'll tell you what, I think that will balance out risk. If you actually add a fifth territory to the so-called continent of Australia in risk, if you add New Zealand and then it's 5 territories, that will probably make it a bit more fair because then you've got one more
Well,
territory to conquer to own that so-called continent.
well, you'd have to give it an extra troop every fucking go, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Because like, yeah, it's real low. I think you only get 2 troops, isn't it, or 3 troops per fucking go.
You get, well, you have to put one. I mean, get what you get depends on how many territories you've got in it.
No, but like when you got like the continent of Australia, I think it's
Yeah,
only like about
2.
2 or 3, yeah. Because
Yeah, I think it is
Europe's the
2.
best, isn't it? Because that's
5.
5.
Asia gives you 7, but of course there's a
Oh
lot of
yeah, no,
territories
Asia's
to
the
conquer.
best. Yeah, but Asia's fucking totally fucking ridiculous to fucking have.
Well, it's good advice in The Princess Bride. Never start a land war in Asia. It's true in life and it's true in risk. Yeah, it's too big, too messy, too many territories, and too many unguarded borders, too many places it can get attacked from. Asia's a fucking nightmare.
Mm. Well, the
And
thing
of
with
course, it,
Asia,
like in life, includes the Middle East. So
yeah. Well, the thing with
risky.
Asia, like
Yeah.
you're pretty much gonna get attacked from fucking Australia, Europe, and America.
And North America, quite so.
Yeah, North America, and I think fucking one of sometimes in you can get attacked by fucking Africa, but some of them you can't. I think that was one, but whatever. Well, anyway, it's one of them, and it's loads of fucking territories and all. Well,
Yeah, I guess you can go from Africa into Europe and then Asia, just like in life, anyway. Migrant risk. Brilliant, Jens. See, that's already. I wasn't planning risk to be the main topic or even a topic for today's show, but it's naturally bubbled up. I'm now ready to play Risk. Yeah, I'll be setting the board up after this show and before the next one, so I'm good to go. Awesome.
Well, you want to take a picture and fucking at fucking discount and oh no, you fucking blocked out, yeah.
Do you know what? I've not even checked, but I'm assuming that even though he did come on the show and we had a lovely conversation just the other day, that I'm still blocked from Discounts chat and Twitter. So yeah, you shouldn't assume, but it'd be too heartbreaking to have to check every time we talked. No expectations, Tony, of an unblocking. Maybe it'll come in time.
Yeah, wow. He's a bit
But that's
fragile,
what I like about the new
Tony.
Twitter.
He's fragile.
When he's drinking, he's fragile. When he's sober, he's quite strong, but tedious.
I think when he's sober, he's so fragile. But
aren't we all, to an extent, in a way?
Yeah, but he's got more control of his emotions.
Yeah, better trigger discipline. He doesn't start lapsing into singing or shouting at you in German.
Yeah.
Well, he did once, but he was doing it ironically, so that's different. Yeah, once again, shout out to Tony, Discount Doomcock, because to come up on the Yen's channel, to come on the panel, that takes more than soy. That does take testosterone, literal or figurative.
What are you going to stay for long? Well, you don't blame him.
He stayed for the entirety of the show. He came on late, but he came up to. He was here at the end. In fact, backstage, I left before him. In fact, for all I know, you and Tony
about
were talking
2
to the wee
seconds
hours.
before him.
How long? DVB left first on air. I left second off air. How long were you and Tony talking afterwards? Were you having a chit chat for a few hours?
No, about 2 seconds. Because fucking when you went off by him that and left, like me and Dory said, "See ya." He went, "Oh yeah, cheers, bye," and that. So he left about 2 or 3 seconds, 5 seconds at the most.
Wow. Well, these days
But he was over on it though. But it was fucking a 9-hour stream, so fucking I was fucking happy. Like, yeah, you and Tony had fucked off because I was fucking wanting to fucking get my head down and that.
Yeah, but no. Yeah,
no, actually, I had to go into town. So one of them, I had to fucking thingy. Yeah.
And to get you dandelion and burdock cordial or whatever it was, soft drink without sugar.
No, it was like probation.
Yeah, that was good. No, I'm liking my new rule of thumb: 2 people, 2 hours; 3 people, 3 hours, so on and so forth. But yeah, 9 hours. That was good. Good for viewers as well. You're getting your numbers back up, Jens. They're coming back in. They know that this is the growing show, the one to watch. You'll be getting super chat sooner or later. Then we'll see if you're going to compromise your integrity, Jens. You'll be shilling to Disney next. I've changed my mind about The Last Jedi. I think it's fucking brilliant. Rey is a Skywalker. I'm Jens, and I like Kathleen Kennedy.
No, I won't fucking, because you know why? Because fucking...
She got integrity.
Yeah, the fucking thing is, if I started like being all so you lose all your viewers, don't you? And then fucking YouTube will be like, oh yeah, no, we're monetizing you.
But on a long enough timeline, you are going to get monetized, especially if Discount gives you big ups on your metal playing. Maybe he's right. Do some metal shorts. They do start chasing after a while, though. Metal shorts.
Yeah, well, I can fucking do, because I need to fucking record some fucking, because I tried recording me doing fucking Johnny Be Good and that shit. But
is that a reference to Back to the Future?
Yeah. But what happened was,
have you got a Gibson 548 or whatever brand of guitar that wasn't invented until 3 years later?
Fucking
One of them.
One of the dudes who plays there has got like, I don't know if it's a well, no, it's not Gibson, but it's that sort of style, you know, that sort of like fucking 1950s. I've got a fucking cheap Les Paul.
You got a cheap lesbian?
Oh, that's a cheap Les Paul fucking Gibson rip-off. Only cost me 70 quid. They're like fucking 150 brand new.
What, the rip-offs of the originals?
Oh, the originals. Fucking. Oh, yeah, you're looking at like 500 quid.
Woo!
And it'll be quite fucking shit because it'll be second hand.
Yeah, well, it could be better or worse depending on the condition and who owned it. You know, if it was John Squire from the Stone Roses, that might put the price up, especially if he's painted it.
Yeah.
Not saying that he had a Gibson, but he was known for painting the guitars, Jackson Pollock style.
This music shop in my city.
Yeah.
It's got a fucking, you know, the Gibson SG.
Snap, yeah.
It's the one that Angus Young plays in, like fucking AC/DC. Yeah, that style, but it was a double necker.
Double necker, eh? The vampire favourite.
So one of them's got like 6 strings as normal, one of them got 12 strings, but it was like 11 grand. It was 11 grand.
Yeah, what is it with the double neckers? That's just showing off, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think 6 strings are enough? Is enough for the Sex Pistols? They probably wanted to get a no necker.
Well, the thing though with the double necker is if you've got a song really good for fucking Stairway to Heaven, where you want to do a 12 stringer.
The classic
like rhythm. Yeah.
No Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah. And then when you want to do the lead, you want it on your 6 string. That's what usually 12 stringers are for. So you do most of the rhythm on the 12 string. Then when it comes to the lead, you've got your like 6 string there, so you can do easier lead.
You can do it all.
You can do lead. You can do lead on a 12 stringer, but it's fucking more tricky than on a 6 stringer.
Intricate finger work. That's what she said.
Yeah. Well, it's one of them where fucking some solos are hard enough to play on 6 strings. So if you're gonna fucking try it on 12 strings, it's just gonna make it harder for you. So that's why people will want to have the rhythm bit of a 12 string will get a double necker. So then when they have to do the lead, they don't have to rely on fucking being really good doing lead on 12 stringers.
Okay. I'm not really that much of a musician. I enjoy music, but I don't know how to make it. My fantasy instrument is a keyboard. So if we ever have a fantasy band, I'm the keyboard guy.
Well, the thing with the 12 stringer is it's really like a 6 stringer, but you have 2 strings instead of 1. So for your E string, you have your normal E, and then you have a D string that you fucking tighten up fucking 2 or 3 frets higher than it should be.
Don't fret.
To get it to that E string. And that's like the octave of the E. And so it's basically like 2 strings for every 1 string. So when you're doing solos and that, instead of having to hit like 1 string to do your solo, you can hit 1 string, but it's quite hard because there's another string right next to it. So that means you have to go be really good at picking. So you usually will hit the 2 strings at the same time. And then that means you've got to be real precise because fucking hitting 1 string's fucking you got to be precise. Hitting 2 strings sort of virtually at the same time to do solos. That's why most people won't do solos with 12 stringers. They'll just do it on a 6 string.
Well, these days they'll just do it in the software. It's all
these days, they get AI. Yeah, they'll get fucking AI to fucking
That
pre-program some fucking
that's even
guitarist.
worse. There's a big difference between using software, which is now ubiquitous, and using AI, which is new and shy. Now, that's something, a new thing I disrespect is any channel that has a song, an intro song. Looking at you, Discount Doomcock, for example. You're not the only one, but you're a prime example. A song written by AI. They stick out like the proverbial sore thumb because they're shit. Just generic. Oh, AI
Yeah.
intro songs, the bane of my life. In fact, I was complaining about it on Twitter, and I got a response from one of the Discount Doomcock fans who
Oh.
informed
Has he
me that
got
he
fans? Has he
actually,
got fans? Minions?
yeah, we know he's listeners, but at least one person
Yeah, I've got
always deliberately
listeners. Yeah, but I've got listeners, but fucking, I mean,
haters.
but, well, no, yeah,
Anyway,
but,
the point
no,
is
but
he's a
I'm just
fan of
saying, though,
Tony's, but yeah, go on.
I
But
ain't got
I'm
no one
just
that would go after people.
anyway, this person is a fan of Discount Doomcock, but he always tunes in late because he cannot stand the AI intro song. Is my so even Tony's fans cannot
Uh,
stand the AI bullshit. I'm just saying.
oh, I thought you were going to say, like, one of them was giving you shit, like, like they do when there's some kind of fucking, like, they're in some kind of fucking cult where
Oh yeah,
fucking.
no, that's the stands. No, now we're friends with
Yeah, that's what
Tony.
I
That's not
thought.
going to happen.
I was going to say, has Tony got fucking cult member fans that will go after you because you fucking said bad, but he was agreeing with you. So, yeah, right.
Yes, that's all fine.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, we're
But
friends with
I just
Tony
got,
now. Anyway,
well,
apart
like,
from the
I've
fact we're
had,
not allowed on his channel
well,
or
yeah,
his
I'll
chat.
give you a warning, Captain. I've just finished a fucking can of fucking, it's called
Red
Warca.
Stripe.
Warca
Who?
Strong. It's 6.3. And I'm just going to get another can, but I'm just going to
Oh,
have to go to the toilet. So, yeah, you
thanks
can
for letting me
fucking,
know. You go and have fun. I'll vamp for you. I'll
yeah,
entertain your two live listeners. Anyway,
yeah,
so there's
yeah.
three timelines in Back to the Future. Has he gone yet, folks? Has he gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I
So yeah.
haven't. Yeah, because there's three
Ah, shit.
timelines in Back to the Future that are on screen, and and six
Nine. You found
timelines that are
three
off
more, have
screen,
you? That's
equaling
12 in
nine.
total,
There's nine
you.
timelines in Back to the Future. Don't believe any other fucker.
Yep. Well, we're all agreed there's three on-screen timelines. So whether there's 6 or 6
On
billion
screen.
off-screen, is he gone yet? Whether there's,
Three
let's
on
say Jens is
screen.
fucking hell. Let's say Jens is
Three
right,
on
which he
screen.
isn't.
Six off
Oh
screen.
my
I
god!
fucking
Will you
told
go
you.
for a squirt? Don't forget to wash your hands. Let's say that Jens is correct and there's 6 off-screen timelines, which there aren't. Even Tony knows that. They're off-screen, it doesn't matter. Although, again, thanks to the usual suspects, if it is on screen, it didn't happen. Therefore, if it is off screen, it might have happened. So, just I can argue with myself. Anyone that says that you cannot have off screen timelines is incorrect. You can have the possibility of an off screen timeline. In fact, Tony, who was trying to argue that you cannot have, per se, an off screen timeline, was then suggesting himself that there was an off screen timeline which isn't there, which is when Marty B in Act 3 of Back to the Future 1 gets in the DeLorean and disappears. A lot of people, including Tony at that point, assume that Marty B, has gone to the past to create yet another timeline. Well, if that was true, then you could go on ad infinitum. And that's why on this show, until proven otherwise, we're assuming that when Marty B in Act 3 of Back to the Future 1 gets in the DeLorean B in Timeline B, 1985, on screen, just before he almost meets Marty A, he goes to the future, to the year 5555. And as DVB and Jens will tell you, going to the future stays in the same timeline. A fact lost on Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis, which is why they contradict themselves. And that's why there's no sequels to Back to the Future. And that's why anyone bringing up Back to the Future 2 or 3 in any discussion about time travel is immediately banned from the channel, as far as I'm concerned. Well, not banned. Just like Blade Runner. You can't talk about Deckard going, oh, Blade Runner 2049. You know why? It's not fucking canon, Troy. Yeah? So you can block me for saying it. It doesn't matter. Yeah? A sequel written by someone else 30 years later. Well, I wrote Hamlet 2, Electric Boogaloo. That doesn't mean that Ophelia is a fucking skin job, your basic pleasure model. Do keep up. Are you back yet, Jens?
Yeah, she's having that
Good
use.
man.
taking the piss out of fucking that Troy dude. Hold on.
Well, he banned and blocked me and called me an asshole for pointing out that
Fucking
Blade
shit,
Runner
that.
2049 isn't canon.
I mean,
He's not going to live it down, is he?
I mean, like,
Soy Troy. I just realised that's his new nickname, Soy Troy. I'm going to put that in the chat. He's Soy Troy.
Yeah, no, I said, but if you're battling someone because they've got a different fucking opinion to you, that's side as fuck. Now,
Not
if you're
even an
battling
opinion.
someone,
Blade Runner 2049 isn't canon. That's a fact.
I'm just saying, if you're battling someone because they're spamming your chat and they're trying to fucking put shit in the chat that's gonna fucking get YouTube fucking thing, then yeah, ban them. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
if
if they
they're
call you a
fucking
cunt or something.
well, no,
Well, that's
I
fine.
won't know. But you know, if they
All right,
started
bad
like,
example here. We'll even tolerate being called a cunt because it might go for the truth.
yeah, fuck off. But no, if they putting shit like fucking racist slurs and all this shit, like, you know, fucking YouTube's gonna be like, oh no, we don't like. Usually, because I don't have any restrictions on the comments, so like people could do that. But yeah, then you would ban them, you know. But yeah, if they're just fucking disagreeing, like fucking hell.
Well, he's going to live to regret it, isn't he? Because now I'm onto him.
Yeah. So he tried to block me from pointing out Blade Runner 2049 isn't canon.
Yeah, canon is what I meant to say. Typo there. I got auto incorrected. Yeah, it's made 30 years later. It's a different author. It's a different main character. Deckard's only in it near the end. And even if it was canon, which it isn't, Denis Villeneuve went on record as saying, I avoided the Deckard question. That's why people going, oh, yeah, well, the Deckard question isn't answered in the first movie, but it is answered in the sequel. No, you got it the wrong way around. It is answered in the first movie, just you don't get it. Not you, Jens, you're fine. And it's specifically avoided in the sequel. Why do so many people keep referring to Blade Runner 2049 when A, it's not canon, and B, it avoids the question anyway? If I was going to do a Blade Runner sequel, I'd be calling it Is Deckard a Replicant? Confront the question head fucking on.
I'll tell you something. Ryan Gosling, fucking, even though in Blade Runner 2, I'll call it, he's not a skin job, but
he is a skin job.
No, he's not a skin job.
Oh, right. Are we going to argue about whether K's a replicant? All right, say that again for the record. Are you saying in Blade Runner 2049 that K, played by Ryan Gosling Reynolds, is a human? Is that what you're saying, Ian?
Yeah, but I'm just saying the way he plays it,
You hit yourself, Jens.
No, but the way he plays it, I don't think he's a human.
No, he isn't a human. Oh, you're right. I thought you were saying he is a human. Hang on, what are you saying?
I don't know, because like fucking, it was hard to tell. It's hard to tell Ryan Gosling whether he was playing a human or playing a skin job, because every time I've seen him play a human, I think he's a skin job. So yeah, I don't know that one.
Yeah, no, he's canonically a skin job, but it doesn't matter because it's not canon. So canonically in a non-canonical movie, and the music's not that good. Yeah, Blade Runner 2049. I didn't like it, then I liked it. Cardinal Sin convinced me to watch it a fourth time. Now, the thing is, it's shite the first 3 times. It takes on the 4th time. It's pretty good the 5th time. Then you watch it a 6th time and go, no, it's a postcard. And Dune Parts 1 and 2 proved it. Denis Villeneuve is very good at creating strong visuals, cinematic moments, but he's not very good at plot. In fact, he doesn't even have he dislikes dialogue, Jens. He said it in an interview. I do not like dialogue. I just like visuals. Why don't you make fucking music videos then? Why don't you work for the Spice Girls?
I don't like dialogue, but if there's no dialogue, I want to see action. I don't want to see pan shots of fucking desert. Even though they do it in Lawrence of Arabia, but we'll let them off with that because that.
Yeah, it's all right when it's David Lean. Which way?
Yeah, that was like fucking like in the days where fucking people fucking would be amazed to see a sandy desert in widescreen.
No CGI.
No, no fucking hardly any fucking practical effects in them days.
Back in the 50s, that's actually go out in the desert, wasn't it? When was it filmed? 1950 something. I'm sure Scotty can look it up. He's got
1960s.
doesn't know anything.
Because
Is it?
It was in colour, but I think it
Yeah.
was the first colour, like, you know, where I think they might be in black and white. Some cinemas showed it in black and white, but those are colour
Did
versions.
they? Oh, that wouldn't work,
Yeah,
would
I
it?
think it was that time when fucking some cinemas didn't have colour. I'm sure
They
there was
didn't
like,
have colour. Can you hit
no,
yourself, Jens? What, they didn't have the enough RGB for the projector? Wow. Well,
yeah,
I
because
did
they'd
not
have
know
had
that.
fucking different
Okay.
projectors, wouldn't they? And so
There's a
there'd have
lot of
been like a
projectors on
time.
YouTube.
Well, do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, pull a Scotty. Yeah, who needs knowledge on the internet when you're on YouTube if you can just look things up, eh, Scotty? Yeah, look up Dutch angle as well.
Well, we know what I know what a Dutch angle is because fucking I'm fucking educated in fucking
Black and
lesbian
white.
shit.
I'd like to know
Well,
what year it came out. I'm going to go 57.
Okay.
Yeah, what year did Lawrence of Arabia come out? The trick is not to mind the pain. Oh, and the rain. And second guess, 63. I am guessing. I really admit, I do not know.
Fucking close. You was only fucking a month. Well, just under 2 months out.
January 58.
No, he said 63. It's 62 in December.
Oh, just out. I was guessing.
Yeah.
Though. All right, well, now I know.
What did I
60.
say? I said 65, didn't I, or something?
Well, you said the 60s. It was a bit more.
Yeah,
at least you didn't say somewhere between 0 and infinity.
Well, from 2 to infinity, innit? Because he obviously knew there was more than one timeline in a Back to the Future film. Whereas
even Blade Runner's got one timeline, folks. There's no such thing as a movie with 0 timelines. Every movie gets a timeline. You get a timeline. Blade Runner, Star Wars, you get a timeline. Empire Strikes Back, you get a timeline. Having said that, actually, Star Wars has got 5 timelines because there's Han shot only, Greedo shot first. They both shot at the same time, and McClunky. So canonically, Star Wars, just the first movie, there's 7 versions with 4 different timelines. That's canon. George Lucas, you fickle can.
All right, hey, you was only fucking like 20 days out.
Like, that's not bad.
3 weeks. Yeah, you was like 3 weeks out.
Still wrong though, but that's why I confessed I was guessing. If I don't know, folks, I don't know. A lucky guess is still a guess. But now I know. Now I know. December 62. Brilliant. Good to know.
But I say, I'm sure fucking there was screen versions of it in black and white because there'd been that time where fucking some films or some cinemas, cinemas, should I say, didn't have coloured film projectors.
Well, now I've got to do second guessing of projector technology. If the film's in colour, surely the projector doesn't matter.
No,
maybe it does.
Of course it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
You can't put colour film in a generic projector.
I won't think so because fucking.
I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know, Jens. It's analog technology.
I'll have a look then. Yeah, I'll have a look.
I mean, obviously, there is precedent for updating technology because famously George Lucas, he wanted and insisted on THX audio technology put into cinemas, innit? But that's digital. That's a different thing altogether. Can you put colour film through an old black and white projector? I'm saying yes, but again, I don't know. It is a guess. God, that'd be a different experience. Imagine watching Charlie Chaplin films in black and white. That'd be a different experience, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because people generally don't like it the other way around. When you colorise a film, oh no, that's sacrilege. And of course, some people make films in black and white, like Darren Aronofsky with Pi, for stylistic reasons. Actually, here's a nice anecdote that you can copy, Scotty. You know the film If with Malcolm McDowell? You know that film, If? The English film in the 60s? Anyway, it started off in colour and ended in black and white. And a lot of film critics, like with the dialogue discrepancy in Pulp Fiction, a lot of film critics at the time, Jens, were going, oh, that's very clever very clever of the makers of If to go from colour to black and white. They're making a statement about something. No, it turns out they ran out of budget. They couldn't afford any more colour film, and they just filmed it in black and white. And they fucking got away with it because of those aforementioned pretentious film critics projecting.
Yeah, I
Pun
think
not
you might be
intended.
right. Because it says the
Oh,
first colour photography fucking or cinematography was additive colour system, which has the one patent by Edward Raymond Turner in 1899 and tested in 1902. Simple
crumbs! They
lad.
had colour film back in the 19th century. They kept that from us, didn't they?
Yeah. So, mate, because the first colour film was
Yeah.
fucking
Bonanza. That was a TV show.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. I was going to say Wizard of Oz because that's a film where, unlike If, they did it on purpose, didn't they? They started black and white, then went colour. That was quite deliberate.
Yeah. To show like you're in a fantasy world, wasn't it? And that.
Yeah, so they had the budget for colour film all the way through, but didn't use it. But then, of course, they almost killed off half their actors in between poisoning the C-3PO, the Iron Man, and setting the Witch Golinda alight.
Yeah, well.
Although apparently they didn't hang any dwarfs from a tree. That was a myth. Oh, yeah, and didn't they... and what about Dorothy? Weren't they keeping her up with uppers, downers, screamers, laughers, quaaludes, speed?
Might have been.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I think she was like fucking one of the child actors that like fucking experienced a lot because like she went a bit fucking funny,
Radio
didn't she?
rental later.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of dodgy shit going on in the Wizard of Oz.
History of colour films.
Now, as for the books, can anyone tell me out there, live in the chat, how author L. Frank Baum came up with the name Oz for his mystical land? Anyone? Bueller. No looking it up on the internet, Scotty. I want you to know immediately. That's right. It was a filing cabinet, O to Z. Yeah, it was almost called the Wizard of Ash.
Yeah, Wizard of Ash.
Af, A to F. I just made that up. It's called Wit, Tony. Feel free to use it.
Oh,
so yeah, it was a filing cabinet, O to Z. That's how he got the idea. Amazing.
Yeah. It says like the history of colour films and that shit. So maybe you're right. Maybe it was all about the film reel, as in
that'll
like,
make sense because a projector's a projector, isn't it? So it's what you put in it.
But I thought like fucking have to have sort of like fucking different sort of bulbs and that shit. But there again, though, in them it's like just shining like through fucking coloured glass in it, sort of thing. But...
Exactly. I mean, I dare say they probably updated the projectors and evolved the process anyway. But
yeah,
probably technically possible.
It says like
we're learning a lot today, aren't we, folks?
Yeah,
you're taking notes, Scotty.
It says like in less than a decade, it was like early colour film process that will surely after motion pictures were invented. Oh, wait there. Early colour film processes were developed very shortly after the motion picture. So maybe it's all about the film and not the fucking projectors. By the way, yeah, it says
Makes
like
sense.
they developed a fucking 1917. It was sort of probably fucking documentary footage of the gulf between the first sort of US colour picture. I don't know, fucking. But anyway,
I was going to say First World War, but that was a year beforehand, wasn't it?
Yeah,
maybe it's a home movie, The Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah. And then like 3-colour technology was introduced in 1932, where I think that's when Wizard of Oz. And then colour became standard in the 1950s, and that So as I say, we'll
standard. You tell that just Schindler's List.
Yeah, that's
I think Steven Spielberg was on the budget, filming the bulk of that in black and white.
Oh, I write lots of lists. I've got a shopping list.
Because a lot of people say that's very clever.
Can't think to
Filming
do
Schindler's
this.
List in black and white. I don't think so. The world wasn't black and white. You should have filmed it in colour. That's just me. What are you doing,
Uh,
Spielberg? You muppet.
Elephant Man was in black and white, which
Yeah,
I'm glad because fucking Elephant Man looked disgusting in black and white.
you didn't want to see any more detail.
No, I
Make it
didn't.
colour and 3D.
Yeah, that's one of them way. Don't have. Yeah, don't be eating a. I suggest you eat your meal before you watch Elephant Man.
That's what happened while I was watching The Thing. You know that scene with the
Oh.
alien spear? Like, what the fuck is that? I was literally tucking into a big sausage meal with ketchup just as the dog's head split open. Worst
Oh
timing ever.
yeah, with the fucking like what looks like some kind of whipping sort of like fucking van thing that comes out of its face.
It's pretty disgusting. I haven't
Yeah,
seen the
yeah,
film since. I'll have to watch it again though.
yeah. I thought you were about the bit where the fucking dude's head rips it off his body, and then like fucking grows spider legs and like crawls off.
Well, that wasn't exactly very nice either. I think that bit happened when I was starting to tuck into dessert.
Yeah, that bit is pretty fucking gruesome. Even though you can like see it's fucking all like plasticky sort of stuff and that shit.
No, it seemed realistic enough. Yeah, here's another clue.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
or a
yeah.
warning.
It seems realistic, but when you know the fucking process, because you know, like, oh yeah, well, it was in them days where you haven't got any fucking special effects, so unless you got a dude that can rip his own head off,
and then to walk around.
yeah, it's gonna be like smoke and mirrors, isn't it? And usually,
Oh,
in
that'd
them
be a good
days,
party trick. Look, I can rip my own head off. Well done, Scotty.
well, usually in the 80s and that, it was a lot of plastic fucking sort of like shit, like masks and fucking rubber hands and all that shit that like they could make to look like fucking flesh.
Like Halloween, that Jason mask. Well, that wasn't meant to look real. It was meant to look like a
No.
guy in a mask. But that was apparently a William Shatner mask.
Turned inside out.
Oh, was it? Oh, brilliant! You've added to. I didn't know that. Oh, well done, Jens. I didn't know that bit.
Yeah, because like it doesn't look like a William Shatner mask until you fucking think, oh, well, if it's turned inside out, it's not going to look exactly like William Shatner.
That's what I thought was just a shitty mask. I didn't know that, Jens.
Yeah.
I've learned something.
Yeah,
The more you know.
Yeah, well, it makes sense why the mask is plain white because you don't colour the inside of a mask.
Not really. Right. There you go. See, where's Tony in the soundboard when you need him? The more you know. God, it's amazing what you learn on the Ends channel. Are you getting this down, Scott?
Oh, well, I think, yeah, well, I think some people who are into fucking the Friday the 13th, that'd be like sacrilege. They know that's like one of the fucking main like things.
Okay. Brilliant.
Yeah. Even though you know half of it, but yeah.
Well, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing.
Yeah. But at least you've got the fucking intelligence to know that you don't know it all. So, like, if someone tells you something and, like, it makes sense, you're like, oh, yeah. Where some people,
they're too arrogant to admit they don't know everything. That's
well, that's dumb cunts. Honestly, usually it's because
they're
so used to being, you don't, they're so used to people saying, oh, you didn't know that? That fucking, they probably, every time they don't know something, they say they do, just so they don't have to.
They get defensive. They don't admit it. Their ego's getting away. But that's enough about Tony's panel.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people out there that know if they fucking say they don't know something, people are going to think they're stupid.
So that's just an ego problem. That's why I always like to confess my ignorance, and even worse, when I think I know something and I actually do get it wrong. It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. I believe it happened last week.
Well, that's the thing. If you're admitting that you don't know something, people are going to think you're stupid, right? But
it's the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're quite intelligent, you will admit to not knowing something because you're not going to admit all that much about not knowing something. And if you do admit
Because
to
knowledge
not
ain't
knowing some,
intelligence
but
anyway. Two different things.
yes,
You've got to be smart enough to know that you're born knowing nothing, and then you learn as you go along.
yeah. Well,
Grow or die, folks.
yeah, well, there's a certain amount of knowledge that you're like fucking. Well, obviously, I'm not going to know that because I'm not how like you're not Friday the 13th fucking
I'm not a huge fan.
fan.
I've
Yeah,
never
huge
even
fan.
seen it.
That you knew it was an inside out mask, but you know it was a William Shatner mask because
Yeah, I read it in
it
Starburst
yeah,
or something.
yeah. Well, I think the bought it was like made on the cheap on it, and so fucking
The first one. Is that the one that had
yeah,
Jamie Lee Curtis? Was she in the
yeah,
original
yeah,
one?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they were just like fucking checking things out, you know, say, oh, how will that look? And I think that they saw Inside Out and that and thought, oh, yeah, well, that looks pretty fucking frightening, as in like fucking weird and like,
That's even
uh,
scarier than normal Shatner.
yeah. So they used it like there's some films that I made like on the fly, as in like when the fucking halfway through, like doing it, they'll see something and they'll be like, oh yeah, fucking we'll fucking add that in. Fucking yeah. And
Scary
sometimes
Masks
they'll
makes
even
it different.
fucking they'll even start um doing reshoots and that to add this thing in or whatever.
So, can you get Jason masks for Halloween? And if so, when you turn it inside out, does it look like Captain Kirk? They should make
No, I don't
that'd be
think you
good for
get
the.
I don't think you can get Jason masks. Or the only
Okay.
Jason it's the hockey puck one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's true. Well,
But
they
like
should do hockey games where everyone's dressed as William Shatner. That'd be confusing, wouldn't it? That'd be like a triple reference.
yeah.
But they don't give a puck.
Yeah.
Come on. Ah, come on. That was a bad pun. I couldn't help it. Open goal. Just like Wayne Gretzky. Anywho. Yeah, I've never seen any of the Halloween movies. There you go. Maybe one day. Maybe not.
I've seen one or two. Oh shit though.
Don't they keep retconning it? Is it because it started out? Oh, I don't know. I should keep my mouth shut about Halloween since I don't know that much about them. So, yeah, I'll leave it to the horror experts. I'll stick to my lane: science fiction and retcons.
Yeah, see, the thing with Jason, it's like a Frankenstein movie, but with a fucking machete.
Oh,
It's
there's a
actually
new segue. There's a new Frankenstein movie coming out. Apparently, I don't normally talk about things that aren't out yet, but since you're mentioning Frankenstein, yeah, there's a new one. There's a trailer. Obviously, I haven't watched it because of Rogue One, but yeah, horror
oh
fans.
well, it's probably better than the fucking Robert De Niro Frankenstein. Do you remember that?
I haven't seen it, but I'm aware that he made one.
Oh
Are you making me? Are you talking to me?
yeah.
I don't see any other brain here.
Yeah. Are you talking about my bolts?
You sane. Bobby De Niro's Frankenstein. That would be something.
Uh,
Yeah, no, you mentioned it.
Frankenstein
Never
was
saw
all
it.
right. I think the thing with Frankenstein is you gotta fucking have him be the good guy, and it's hard to get him to be the good guy because they always want to make him the sort of like sad bastard guy who's fucking confused and.
Oh, well, there's one for the pedants because a lot of people like me at this point out. Oh, well, actually, Frankenstein is the name of the
Yeah,
doctor, the guy that. But apparently, it also refers to the creature because Frankenstein made Frankenstein, so they're both called Frankenstein. So in that sense, both are correct because he's not actually named the monster, is he? Apart from the monster, maybe they should call him Herman.
yeah.
He's really, really kooky. He's Frankenstein's monster. Yeah, apparently this one's going to be very faithful to the book, which probably means it's going to be a shit movie. Because a transmedia canonical very similitude.
Yeah.
The modern
Well,
Prometheus.
I don't know, Frankenstein. I guess like when you're like watching horror and that shit, it's a good story because like the horror is fucking Frankenstein's and like fucking the poor cunt didn't want to be fucking
I
made
didn't
and that.
ask to be made. Well, it's a
Yeah.
classic horror, but a lot of people claim that the actual novel by Mercy by Mary Shelley is arguably the first ever science fiction. I mean, in a way, it's a proto Blade Runner, isn't it? He's a Frankenstein's monster. He's a Nexus One. He's the very first. He's the world's first skin job. Is Frankenstein a replicant? In a way, yes. Yes, he is. Think about it. Frankenstein's monster is the first replicant. He's a Nexus One. That's canon. It's a prequel. Frankenstein, the prequel to Blade Runner.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I'm not very much into horror because, like, fucking.
Me neither.
Like,
I don't even
Dracula
know
was
why.
all right.
Which one?
Like, what's his name?
I like Dracula.
Yeah, but who's one of fucking Wolfenstein or whatever his name is?
Wolfenstein. Teen Wolf. I Were a Teenage Wolf. Michael J. Fox. I'm surprised he wasn't time traveling. Yeah, I Were a Teenage Wolf. Brilliant. Yeah, werewolves all right. No, I think my favourite horror has got to be vampires. Nosferatu more than Dracula, actually. And lesbian vampires. In fact, I've got a new idea for a lesbian vampire movie, Jens.
The Mummy's even worse than Frankenstein.
Well, check this out for the poster, right? This is my new idea. Lesbian vampires. They'll suck your blood, but nothing else. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Francis Ford Coppola Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Crystal Dawn.
Well, now you mention it, my issue with that movie is it switches genres halfway through. It's a 1 hour crime caper and then 1.5 hours of horror or whatever. Pussy.
Well, no, I'll have to disagree with you there, Captain.
Disagree? Yeah. What do you think this is? The Ends channel? Oh, I'm going to Troy block you immediately. Go on then. What's your differing?
Yeah, well, what are you fucking talking like that on my channel?
You got me.
Yeah. I see it as like a crazy film, even though the beginning bit is a little bit more serious than the end bit. But it's still a crazy film.
Exactly. They need to put a horror element at the beginning, otherwise it's too much of a shock.
Yeah. Well, there is that bit where first sort of like half hour of the film is sort of like just normal, where you could take it as fucking a real life fucking sort of situation, even though Tarantino glams it up a bit. But
we know the whole idea was, how am I going to get this hot actress to put her foot in my mouth? I know. And then you wrote an entire script based around that.
Yeah, but as soon as fucking
Salma Hayek,
vampires, as soon as the vampires fucking turn up, it's like it just goes into a crazy fucking. Then it goes really crazy, should I say?
Fully mental. Well, when you got a pop up gun on your crotch, you know you've gone a bit silly, and that's not even a supernatural element.
Machine.
We got black pussy, we got white pussy, we got yellow pussy, we've even got smelly pussy.
Oh, what about that, Captain? Because what's his name? Is it?
Speaking of smelly
Cheech
pussy.
Marion, isn't it?
Yeah, Cheech or Chong. I use Cheech and Chong synonymously.
Tom Chong is the white dude, and Cheech Marion is the like Spanish dude.
I thought he was Mexican. Not that it matters.
Well, Mexican, yeah, you're right.
Whatever.
Mexican, yeah.
Of course, Mexico was part of the
Spanish. Anyway. He speaks Spanish. That's what always throws me with the Mexicans. They speak Spanish.
Right. Hola.
Yeah. Well, he's in fucking, and like I think we've like touched on this before. He's in fucking 3 parts, playing 3 different fucking parts. Now it could be triplets. It could be triplets.
Oh, you're making the canonical excuse because you know I hate it when they give multiple roles to an actor.
I don't know, but they're giving 3 parts in one film. All different.
See, fair enough when they do that in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, because he plays a copper.
Yeah.
And then
he plays the guy at the front of the strip bar.
Yeah. And then I think he plays Let's see. I know he definitely plays 3 parts. Let's see what 3 parts Cheek Marion plays in fucking.
Because you know in Raiders of the Lost Ark, you know the guy that pulls a gun on Indiana Jones at the beginning. You know, when they're in Peru in 1936, he's the same guy that then plays an Arab on a motorbike with a monkey and an eye patch later on in the same movie. A lot of people don't notice, but it is the same actor. See, now I know that. It ruins the entire movie. And Pat Roach, isn't he in all the Indiana Jones film? He plays the big German Nazi that gets his face splattered by a propeller. And then he's in Temple of Doomcock as a giant Indian that gets in a fight with Indy. And then you can look up the rest, Scotty.
No, I don't think. I think he's only in 1 and 2. I don't think he started in number 3.
All right, then he wasn't in the third. Fair enough. Yeah, 2 things I can't stand, folks: giving multiple roles to one actor, or giving multiple actors to one role. See James Bond. Because that's how you end up with conspiracy theories that it's a different James Bond, which it isn't. Until it is with Daniel Craig David, which is a reboot, but they don't bother telling you. But that's a reboot where the others are the same, which is why Roger Moore Bond visits the grave of the wife of George Lazenby, who's that bird out of Game of Thrones, Diana Rigg. Pay attention, number 1. See, when they change the James Bond, but then they keep Judi Dench as M or Q, it's very confusing. It'd be like changing Batman, but keeping the same Alfred, which they did. Very inconsistent. Is it a sequel or a reboot? I don't know. I'll tell you what, my new idea of formalizing 1 hour per presenter is working. Because as we have the 2 of us, and as we're starting to approach 2 hours, I'm only just starting to run out of steam. So I'm loving this. When it's Jens on his own, let him suffer for an hour on his own. When there's 2 of us, 2 hours. DVB shows up, 3 hours. Tony shows up, 4 hours. So on and so. I'm loving this. Woo! I like this.
Yeah, there was something at the end. Okay, because he first plays the border guard who lets him cross the border because he's like a cop.
Okay.
Border guard.
He's not a very good border guard if he lets him cross the border. You might be guarding the border.
Yeah, but that's a fucking part he plays. And then he plays the fucking hype man / bouncer /
bouncer announcer at the City
bouncer
Twister.
Announcer fucking doorman door announcer for the strip joint. Then at the end he plays Seth's contact who's in Mexico who provides the brothers, but obviously there's only one of them now with the like stuff where, because remember fucking Seth's Gary's he's like, did you know those vampires in there? I lost my fucking brother in that. And he's like, vampires, are you sure? It's like, yeah, fucking vampires. I've seen some crazy people, but they don't fucking explode when fucking sunlight hits them and that. And then he like bargains and down, doesn't he, right at the end?
It's a long I've only seen it once, Jens, so it's been a long time. It's faded from memory.
It's the dude who fucking is gonna like let him live in Mexico and that, and like,
okay,
but he wants fucking 40 or 60% of their fucking, but then he like talks them down, doesn't he? And then he settles for something like 30% or something.
40%, the Dillard share, as it's officially known in the business.
Yeah, go on. Talking about Dillard.
Nice segue. How's the sales figures? Sorry, pre-sales figures for Yellow Flush Piss Face going? Now that it's formally official that I'm not a fan of Dillard draws, you coin-eyed mercenary, good luck with Yellow Flush. He's going to throw you under the bus, the short bus at that. Have they reached 100,000 yet?
Oh, you've been listening to me.
Yeah, you've been an influence. I know. I should stop listening to you. I should go back to disagree with everything you say on principle.
3 months from now, because it's like fucking, what is it? Ooh, it's sort of like August? 6 weeks. So like
6 weeks. That's not 3 months. That's not even 2 months. Even 8 weeks isn't
not
too
more like
much.
6 weeks and 2 days or something. But anyway, let you fucking
You go
rip a
on.
bit. There we go.
Oh, this is going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this because whatever happens, it's going to be exciting. Not the actual comic, that's going to be boring as shit. But what happens financially to the creators of the comic, that's where the drama is, folks.
Yeah, well, there we go. Let me see. Shift in F5. Oh, it's on to 91.
Oh, what wankers are pre-ordering that nonsense?
I
It's
don't
probably
know,
Eric
but
July.
let me get my fucking thingy out though.
Get your thingy out, not your
Yeah,
tallywhacker.
me like record of like how it's going. So the 7th, which was yesterday sort of thing, it was
Yeah.
at 90.
Yeah, because when we
Now,
did the show yesterday, you were pointing out it went up to 90. So it's 91 because you were calculating it's about 300 odd comics if I was actually paying attention.
yeah, it could be. I know these figures are looking a bit fucking suspicious, aren't they? Who the fuck's buying these guns? But anyway,
Good question. Not
yeah,
me.
no. Hello. Yesterday, it was 3,378 copies sold. Today,
Okay. Yeah.
it's like 3,393.
Okay. So who's
So,
bought 15 copies in the last 24 hours?
yeah.
Someone. Well, I hope they're not too disappointed when the book finally comes out,
Yeah.
assuming it ships on time, if at all, and they manage to print it properly without the usual fucking load of errors.
And they made sort of like 540 odd dollars. So 15
500
copies.
what? In total, $540. What?
Well, I'll bring it because it's like $90,000, 713 was yesterday, and because they've sold them 15 copies, it's gone up to 91,257.
Okay.
So, um,
Down, down.
yeah.
Fucking one of them, innit?
Yeah.
So when's it actually coming out? When's the official release date? August the what?
No, July. No,
Really? Like Eric. He's living up to his
yeah,
name. Very clever marketing.
July the 26th. No, I said they should get the delivered by August because that's like fucking at least a week or two.
Right.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Not the book.
Right. So $545 they've made with them 15 sales.
Well done, them. More than me.
Right, well, let's see how much. Right, so
But again, it's pre-sales. This is people buying something that doesn't exist yet. It's effectively crowdfunding. This is what gets me. They complain about crowdfunding. This is crowdfunding. The book's not out yet. You're paying in advance. I mean, it's clever on their part because that means you're paying for the printing. In fact, if you can't beat them, join them. I think this is how I need to do my time travel book. You want my time travel book? Fuck you, pay me in advance.
so 15 divided
By
545.
carry the two.
Carry the two.
What's your common denominator? Not liking Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Stand by, folks. I know we've accidentally got a listener or two in the audience. They must have got lost.
I think
there's a lurker.
It's out like about $30 odd. So I think they sold about
US
15
dollars,
copies
backed up by 0 gold, fiat currency, totally worthless. But anyway,
of like the 35. Yeah, there must be choose your own cover for $35 because, like, yeah, wait there.
Well, I go
15...
every time I point out there's a lurker, they fuck off. It's all right. I can't see who you are, you muppets. Oh, the captain noticed I'm lurking. Calm down, Scotty. Why don't you go and look up Dutch Angle again? Of course, I'm talking to no one apart from you people on the re-rub. Hello, DVB on the re-rub. Maybe one of these days you're going to come on the show. Shame you're not on Twitter, DVB, because then you can click on the link that I put on Twitter to the new video, new to you, about Fight Club. I don't need to convince you that Marla isn't real. There's a whole video doing it for me. Fantastic. Jens won't watch it, but you can, DVB. Tell me what you think of it. So are they going to make the 10,000, even though we can only guess the future?
Oh, yeah. Well, it works out like someone must have bought a fucking...
What a job lot of them.
Autographed fucking deal, because, like, it works out like 15 35s.
Yeah.
Is
350 plus half.
525. Well, they've earned like 545. So someone said, like, so we're like that $20 short. So I think someone might have
a day late and $1 short. Oh, because there's different options, because there's 4 different covers, none of which are drawn by Dillard. There's a vote of confidence in your artist.
Well, there's like 15 people, fucking, apparently. Apparently,
there's a full born every minute, isn't there?
Yeah, like, well, yeah, so...
Mind you, there's people spending more money than that on Super Chats where they're getting nothing apart from Tony reading out their shit. At least this way you might get a comic book, even though it is rubbish. But, hey, even kitty litter needs to come from somewhere, eh?
Yeah, but you're paying money to get something that you fucking... At least with Super Chats, you don't have to, like, bin them after they fucking get posted.
Oh, I see. So with Yellow Flash, you're actually paying for litter. You're forking out your hard-earned money just to receive something that then you've got to pay to get recycled or thrown away. Brilliant.
Yeah, I reckon most of it's going to be like that, unless some sad bastards holding on to it because they were orbiting little side bitch.
Because I think it's going to go up in value. I think not. Not on their track record.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll get turned into a movie. I just
no, well, it's fucked. For a start, if it does get turned into a movie, I think they'd fucking have to, like, get some right side cunt with no testicles
to play the part. Good point. They'll have to get a lady stuntman. It'll be the inverse of She-Hulk. They'll have to get a female stunt person, stunt woman. Is that the right term? To play Yellow Flush, Golden Mighty, Piss Shower, Patriot Bot, whatever it's fucking called. Copyrighted Power Ranger.
Yeah. Well, whoever they're going to have to get is going to have to lose his testicles to play the part.
Or they'll have to CGI them out at extra cost film studio.
True.
Do reshoots.
Depending on which is cheaper for the fucking production company.
That page looks all right. I think that one.
You what?
I'm just trying to be fair. I think that page looks okay. No? Is that opinion not allowed, Jens? Am I being too complimentary?
Well, it looks all right if you're fucking...
blind.
Is 10 years old and you don't know about having balls.
Well, yeah, the lack of testicles is a bit of an issue, but apart from that, it's a pretty good page.
You say that, but look at this. In the middle, where whatever is fucking shining is just like fucking
Looks like he's done a very explosive fart. He's just had a Ruby Murray.
yeah.
Oh, that chicken tikka masala's gone right through me, lads.
Yeah. This looks like a shitty fucking attempt of a He-Man fucking transfer. Yeah.
Trans man.
Well, no, you know when He-Man's Prince Adam's
Oh, when
transfer
Prince Adam, yeah, let's get it right. When Prince Adam pulls out his
transforms into
implausibly long
He-Man.
broadsword.
Yeah, yeah, this is sort of like it, but a real side version. Where what the fuck's he doing with his hands?
What isn't he
Big
doing
fish,
with
little fish, box it.
them?
Is that his?
He's auditioning for Black Lace.
Yeah.
Aga do
Yeah.
push my flash up the yellow tree.
Yeah.
To the
You know what I
left,
mean?
to the right. Oh God, I can't believe I know those lyrics.
Look at what the fuck is going on with them hands? Let me have to fucking
Nothing good.
get a
sticky, not in a good
let
way.
me zoom in. Well, I'm gonna have to thingy it.
Uh-oh.
Zoom in on these hands. These look fucking
Pinch and zoom.
weird.
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 And
Okay.
evidently so. He's not going to fall in love, and he's not going to rescue the princess.
Well, who's ever drawn this, you know what I mean? They've probably hoped that you're not going to pay too much attention to his hands, but obviously, because I've seen that so many times, it's like, oh yeah, I've just noticed it.
Gosh darn, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah.
Well, this is why. Are you going to buy a copy so you can review it?
Fuck? No.
Right. Just check.
Do you think I've got fucking $17, which would probably work out to probably about nearly $30 with postage? Fucking
not when there's good beer available. Not to mention.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Not to
Your
mention
lad
all
can
those
go
soft
another
drinks.
fucking Christmas without fucking kids for his toys.
You're better off spending the money on a She-Hulk dog for Scotty.
No, I'd probably fucking buy this. At least with this comic book, you could claim that you're doing a shit or a review.
Maybe it's tax deductible.
Oh, look at this. Fucking hell.
I'm glad it's coming out fairly soon.
Get a close up.
Even if it's for the wrong reasons, they've generated a certain amount of anticipation in me.
What?
Well, I'm looking forward to it coming out. I'm not going to buy
Oh,
yeah. But I look forward to seeing what happens in the book.
Like
and
a fucking car crash. Fucking collision.
I just want to see if Dillard's ever going to get his 40% and what it's going to be 40% of. Because, of course, it's not 40% of 100%, because the 100% is more like 50%, because obviously they've got to be marketing, distribution, taxes. How much money is Eric July going to give Flash for Flash to give 40% of that to Dillard? It might be 40% of $10, or indeed a debt, especially if they fuck up the printing, like on 2 of their other books.
Well, no, it's looking like they're fucking on target to make fucking some money. As I say, I think I thought it was gonna make at least $500,000, because you'd have thought fucking. But
I didn't think that. They might have said that.
Well,
I think people are expecting more pre-sales because of the amount of subscribers that Yellow Flush has. So I don't know one really likes him. Maybe he's buying subs. Maybe they're not real subscribers. Maybe he's like Phantasmagoria. Maybe Flush is buying subs, which explains why there's so few people buying his
they're probably
shitty book.
No, what I think is the real subscribers, but they've probably been banned so many times with Eric July, they just thought, no. And
no more
and,
shitty books badly printed with typographical errors.
Yeah, and because Eric July, he does have some half decent artists, even though they're drawing a pile of shit. But
hence 4 cover artists, none of which are Dillard.
Yeah. Well, that's because they've got some fucking credibility in the game where Dillard, a fucking nobody, amateur, who like even the fucking probably dumbest fucker out there was thinking, well, it's probably not going to be that good. But look at these hands. Look at these fucking hands.
And it's got the right number of fingers.
Yeah,
that's on
look
2 hours.
Finger.
Right, bye everyone.
That and look at the thumb. How come the thumb is bigger than
that's not technically impossible, but it's not. I don't know. It's one of those. If it looks wrong, it is wrong. I think it's right, but it looks wrong. Yeah, he looks more like Birdman or something.
Well, it looks like he's wearing fucking welder's gloves that have been fucking cut badly.
So he's wearing fucking mittens with holes cut in them.
Yeah, and look at this. You see this thing? What little finger, but massive fucking
bill finger.
What is he got some little stump? Has he had his? What is that?
Maybe he has some kind of industrial accident. Maybe it's actually a safety film. Maybe it's an information film about not getting too close to a welder. I don't know. Emotionally.
Yeah. Maybe he fucking didn't read the instructions on how to use that fucking brand saw.
It's a warning to you all. Right. Yeah. Anyway, that's 2 hours. I'm going to fuck off in a minute.
Right.
It might be Sunday, but I've got things to do. I've got big business tomorrow. Oh, yeah, so just to warn you, I'm probably not available tomorrow because I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, right. Well,
again,
I'll end the stream then. So, hey, thanks to you, Captain.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks for letting me suggest it. Very good of you. Very accommodating, Jens.
Oh, well, I'd say fucking... If I can fucking do a stream and that shit, and you're wanting to do a stream, I'll fucking do a stream.
Amen to that. Well, there you go, folks. So that's the latest news that's fit and approved by the US Army, the sweetest smelling army in the world. So until next time, next Bat Channel, be nice to each other.
Yeah, I'll be doing a stream fucking Tuesday, if not one before then. But yeah.
Yay!
So thanks for watching on the rerun and incognito, and everything. Cheers.
See you next Tuesday. Pants on.
Yeah.